NXT 2.0, and this is week 3 of NXT 2.0, and we are building towards, obviously, the draft. There's quite a few rumours and thoughts out there that the draft is going to involve some NXT talent, and it absolutely could. So, it wouldn't be out of the realms of, reality that we will see a few people today and then see them on the main roster. There's a big report that Hit Row are actually on the verge of being called up, which I think is a bit surprising, especially considering they've not been around all that long. But Hit Row apparently are of interest to the main roster. And I know there's theories about EO. EO theories have been around for a while. Dakota, we haven't seen Dakota in a while, so I don't know what the future holds for her. Tegan Nox, Shotzi have been called up. I don't know if it'd be the biggest surprise in the world if Dakota was to be called up. So, there's a few people I could see going up. Male-wise, I'm not sure. I don't know in regards to, the guys who we might see getting called up. But Hit Row and Shotzi has already gone. Dakota, I mean. And EO. Those are the kind of things. There could be a few. There could be a few, actually, that end up getting called up. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. And our focus, obviously, is on tonight. We've got quite an interesting show. We've got B-Fab taking on Elektra Lopez, and I am genuinely looking forward to that. I think that'll be a really, really good match. So, I like this feud. It's definitely got me interested. So, we've got that. We've got Raquel Gonzalez taking on Frankie Monet. You might remember they were meant to face each other before, and for whatever reason, they never did it. So, they're going to do it this week. So, we are going to get Raquel Gonzalez versus Frankie Monet for the Women's Championship. As well as that, we're also getting Roderick Strong taking on, I forget his name, someone, Tyler Wilder or something. He came out and just challenged Roderick Strong. So we're going to see what this guy is all about. So we've got that this week. We've also got the Index honeymoon. So we've got that as well. So that's another segment that we've got. And Zoe Stark and Io Shirai taking on Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. They are they're basically the Attitude Era. That's what they are. They're a couple of easy on the eye ladies that are kind of there, we believe, to get the pulses racing of the guys and the girls. Maybe some girls out there as well that's like what they see. But that's we got that match as well for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And there's probably a few other little bits and bobs they've announced as well. So quite stacked, lots of championship matches, new faces, and I'm sure there'll be a few surprises in there as well. Yes, Smurfy Tunes, you are right. Plus lashing out with Lash Legend. We've got NXT's got its talk show, isn't it? So yeah, you are. You're absolutely right. Avery, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Days for the men. I think Austin Theory, LA Knight, Cameron Grimes, and maybe Volta. Jim says happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is well. It seems like Gigi Dolan has already managed to reel in one person. Look at that, Gigi Dolan out there. Not wearing a great deal and, bringing the sex appeal. As has been reported, Vince McMahon trying to make NXT a little bit edgier in places. And we think that Gigi Dolan, Mandy Rose, JC Jane, we think they're there for that. And Taboy has said that he is here for Gigi Dolan. So there we go. She's already caught one of our community. She's managed to catch a Taboy. So there we go. That a boy. Retribution, shout out to you. Brad G says, happy talk is better than lashing out. Taboy says, Gigi is amazing. Just Alex says, wow, a talk show on a Vince run show. Shocked. I mean, look, I don't know what this Lash Legend is like, and I don't know what lashing out is like, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't think it's going to be the new Piper's Pit. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure that it's going to be the new Brother Love show or anything. So we'll see. But yeah, lashing out with Lash. What a name as well, Lash Legend. Lash Legend. Oh, I don't know, guys. Sometimes I just look at this stuff and I think, oh, I'm such a boomer. What happened to Mr. Perfect? What happened to the big boss man? What happened to the ultimate warrior? Now we've got Lash Legend. That's where we are now. Lash Legend. James Chadwick said Raw 1.71. Little bit down in it. Little bit down. I mean, there's no escaping the fact that we have dipped, and they're having to book as the biggest shows they can. I mean, they basically used the pay-per-view to advertise Raw. I mean, like, they set up a championship match, not for later in the pay-per-view, for next night on Raw, and they were like, please tune in. So, and then when you did tune in, they were like, oh, we can't do the match now. We've got to do a cage match. A cage match! I mean, they are trying to do so much to try and get viewers to tune in and then keep viewers around. So they pleaded with you at a pay-per-view. Then when you tuned in, oh, we can't do the match now. Let's do a cage match. And it still comes out at 1.71. I mean, it's not, it could be worse. Could be worse. Obviously, they're battling the NFL season. So it could be worse, but oh my God, they are throwing a lot at this. Exorcist Leo said, I enjoyed the PSG City match. Do you know what? I was getting annoyed. If I'm being perfectly truthful, I was getting so frustrated with City. If I was a Man City fan, I would be so irritated this evening. They were just so void of ideas. And, yeah, honestly, I would be really, really frustrated. Like, I just felt like I was watching the same attack about 30 times over. Like, the ball goes forward, goes out to Grealish. Grealish tries to cross the ball. He cuts inside, can't find a way forward, plays it into the middle. Normally it's someone like Cancelo. Cancelo then passes it out to, like, Walker, who was on the other wing. He can't find a way forward, goes into the middle, normally to someone like De Bruyne, someone like that. They take a shot, no joy, goal kick, then we come back again. And I just kind of felt like I was watching that again. And I felt like I was in Groundhog Day when I was watching PSG versus Man City at times. And then, like, PSG would get the ball, go down the other end, score a goal. So, finished 2-0. PSG didn't get that many opportunities, but when they did, they took them. I mean, countering. I mean, running at Man City. They've got such pace in their attack. And running at Man City, a Man City who were spread out across the pitch. So, you could then get like 3-on-3 and there was loads of room. And, yeah, I mean, PSG did a great job. I think the tactics were just wrong from Man City, I really do. Pinning PSG back and trying to find ways through and just getting frustrated and then getting hit on the counter. That can't be the right strategy to use. So they lost 2-0. They played well, Man City, like in regards to possession and everything, but not a good watch if you was a Man City fan, I don't think. Did you hear about Liverpool 5-1? I did. Edward said, Days has that you just finished counting Liverpool's Champions League trophies. I have counted them. I was counting Man United's Premier League ones as well. And, yeah, it's. I mean, honestly, that took me a while. I couldn't get around to counting many more after that, so it's the never-ending battle. It's just a constant loop, isn't it, between Man United fans and Liverpool fans. That's why I stay away from it on football days, because otherwise you'd just be bantering in circles for hours. And where's the fun in that? How are you feeling regarding tomorrow's game, United via Real? Well, I mean, we'll cover it on football days. If you are watching, you're like, why are we talking about so much football? It's because of the new channel. So we've started a new soccer channel, European football channel, and there's just loads happening at the moment. So much going on. That we were watching a game just a couple of hours ago, and it was really good. It's like really exciting. Two big teams going at it. And Man United play tomorrow, so if you are a fan of that, you can join us on football days. But I'm feeling all right about it. Days, I'm a Man United fan, but I think Liverpool could win the Champions League, says Exorcist Leo. Harley said, I definitely haven't told you this today, especially not on Twitter, but Io could definitely be in the draft. I think if she retains tonight, then she won't. If she doesn't, then she will. Avery says, are you a Man United fan? I am a Man United fan, yeah. I supported them since I started secondary school. Before that, when I was at primary school, I wasn't really into football. Never played it at lunchtime, or I don't even know what I was doing at lunchtime, actually, at primary school. Not a clue, can't remember. Playing with friends, whatever that would be. But I don't know what that would be. But it wasn't football. But then when I got to secondary school, everyone was into football, so I had to get up to speed. Have you had a coffee tonight? I haven't. Well, I had one before the football, but I haven't had one since. So might have to open up a Tenzing soon. Is Dewdrop 316 here? Dewdrop 316. In all fairness, all credit to him. He did see the clip and he took it in good, in the spirit that it was intended. So shout out to Austin. James Chadwick said, "Days Dynamite tomorrow. Perfect time to announce a Brody Lee Memorial Tournament." Edward says, "Days, you need to look at my tweet." I need to... Edward, do I need to look at your tweet? Do I? Let's think this through. We're doing this NXT watch long. Do I need to look at your tweet? Please respond. Mac Davis says, I'm watching this wrestling show called Heels that's really good. Yeah, it's like a drama thing, isn't it? Which I think has got something to do with CM Punk. I'm sure CM Punk's involved in it in some way. So, I don't know if he's like been an advisor or a producer or something, but I remember him talking about it, and I'm sure he was involved in it in some way. But, yeah, it's like a drama thing, which I've not seen, but I have heard good stuff about. Edward says yes. Okay. Edward says, I'm really sorry that I keep going on about Liverpool. I've decided to become a Manchester United fan. They are the greatest team in the world, and I can't believe that I've lived a lie. Please forgive me. Lots of love, Edward. So, Edward, I'm surprised that you've said that, but to be honest, I'm surprised you've wanted to come out with that and then wanted me to read it out loud as well, which is a bit strange. Certainly on a stream, that's the kind of thing I would have thought you would have kept, like, you know, in a DM or something. But fair play, bud. Fair play. Shout out to you. Welcome. I mean, good luck getting a Ronaldo shirt because they're pretty much sold out. But no, shout out to you, bud. Bunker says, R.I.P. Roger Hunt. Exorcist Leo said, Days, I had a match today. We lost 4-3, but I scored 2 goals. I've scored 69 in my career. No joke. I don't see a joke there. Exorcist Leo, I'm looking for a joke and I can't find one. So, fair play, Exorcist Leo, you little prolific goal scorer, you. Abdi said, do you think Raw's focus has on the 18 to 49 demo this week? They were 0.48, which is strong compared to last week. I think the focus has shifted a little bit. I think it helps that Miz isn't around. I also think they've seemingly moved away from Lily and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I know that we had the playground last week, but it was that the actual theme of the segment was Charlotte saying, I want you to be the competitor you used to be. And the whole thing was Charlotte saying that, you know, I don't want this Alexa. I miss when you was a competitor. And it was probably one of the best segments Alexa's been in this year for me. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't quite figure out what they're doing. They seem to be going after the younger demo. And now I think they're panicking maybe because the football has started. And they're starting to see like the numbers, or they're worried about the numbers. And the numbers have dipped a touch. I think they're still all right. I think that 1.7 is all right. And they should be able to maintain it. But the only problem they've got is that they're going to have to do another title match. They're going to have to, like, you know, do other big things. I mean, this week we had a WWE Championship. I mean, don't forget, someone cashed in. Was it like 2 weeks ago? Then this week we had a WWE Championship match that turned into a cage match. Like, I mean, how are they going to keep doing this? Like, how long is the season on for? Because I'm pretty sure they're going to burn out of all of their ideas. I mean, next week we know there's the draft. So that will get them through maybe next week's Raw. So I'm sure we've got the draft next week. But it definitely feels like things have changed with Raw now that the football has started. And it does definitely feel like now we're trying to desperately... I don't want to say hotshot ratings, but we need ratings. We need to do what we can, really, to get eyes on the product. Edward said Raquel Gonzalez could lose and get called up tonight. Connor, shout out to you. I hope you are well. Matthew says, good evening. Good evening, Matthew. I hope you are okay. Almost 20 minutes into this already. That's absolutely flown by. Yeah, a little bit of news that's out there. So, TalkSport revealing that they've been told that there's plans for a UK pay-per-view in Cardiff at the Principality Stadium. They're saying that SummerSlam is being spoken about, but could also turn out to be not SummerSlam. So I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see where we end up, what we end up with. But I definitely believe that there will be something in the UK. I don't know what and I don't know where. But interesting report coming from TalkSport today. So, yeah, I think UK wrestling fans could get excited at the thought of something next year. For whatever reason, I think Sean Ross Sapp said there's a real push to get 8 stadium shows next year. WWE, for whatever reason, want to go big. Go big or go home. So, yeah, they are really pushing to get studio shows. Big stadium shows, for next year. They want to get about 8 of them, so yeah, one of them could be in the UK. Edward said, Days, I hate you. I'm crying now. I would never change my club. No, I don't think anyone's expecting to change your club now that you've joined United. Why would you want to? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No one's going to make you change from United. You're with the good guys now, buddy. You're with the good guys. Connor, shout out to you. Bryce says, I wonder if Alexa is going to SmackDown, if not Charlotte? ? Days, did you see what Bray said about Seth Rollins? I did. Yep. He said that, you wait till you hear my reaction. So, I mean, it felt like that Seth quote was, like, you know, really tasty, and it certainly got people buzzing, but the fallout has been quite big, hasn't it? I mean, now you've got Bray coming out saying, wait till you hear my reaction, and then you've also had Tyson Kidd come out saying he remembers that night very well. So Erase Your Mind sent that to me on Twitter. Tyson Kidd coming out saying, I remember that night very well. Like, it's slowly turning into, like, this infamous night. It's slowly turning into, like, the modern day screw job. Like, of people talking about that night. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. I'm here for it, man. Just give me more behind the scenes. Give me more behind the scenes of that kind of Fiend, Bray, creative. There's so many questions. So many questions. I mean, I'd love to know, like, what was he going for? Like, you know, with some of that Firefly Funhouse stuff, what was his inspirations? And I think a lot of it has been worked out, like a lot of the horror film references and the little Easter eggs and things that are in there, the nods to things like Dante's Inferno and all that kind of stuff. But you still want to see, is there anything that we missed? What was the plans for the WrestleMania match? What did he think about that Hell in a Cell? And you know, it's fascinating, isn't it? Like, I feel like the door's just being opened a little bit. And I didn't expect Seth to be the one to open that door, but he's given us one of the first glimpses behind the scenes. So, it's good. I think they could show up on Dynamite and talk about it. I don't think they would talk about it on Dynamite, no. I think if they were going to talk about it, if they were going to do a little behind-the-scenes thing, then it'll probably be on Talk Is Jericho. I could see Wyndham going on there and just talking about, you know. But the thing is, I just don't know if he'd want to do that, because I just kind of think there's money there. There's money in that. Like, could you imagine if he wrote a book that told his story behind the scenes, his biography? Imagine the Bray Wyatt biography, right? Imagine it. The Bray Wyatt, his side of the events of everything that's happened when he was in NXT, when he was Husky Harris, when he went back to NXT, when he was cult leader Bray, when he became The Fiend, and how that went, and now that he left WWE. Imagine if he did a biography, like how well that would sell. I mean, a lot of people would want to get their hands on that to just like, oh, God, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? So, I don't know, like, if he goes on to Jericho and just puts it all out there, like, I don't know if that would be the right thing for him to do, to be honest. Yes, it would get it out there, and it would be amazing for Jericho, but why not just put it in a book? Why not just put it in a book and make your own money off it, you know what I mean? I kind of think he should think carefully about how he wants to reveal his side of things. Because he could do interviews and all this kind of stuff, but there's value in what he's going to say. And he'd probably be wise to write a biography. My time in WWE. Bray Wyatt, Behind the Mask. Bray Wyatt, The Fiend and Me. Yeah. Any of that kind of stuff. I mean, it'd be amazing. Days, have I told you about Io Shirai yet? I think it was mentioned. Yeah, I think it was mentioned. Boom Whitey said, how would you book Lashley? Well, let's see. I don't know if there's much point getting into how we'd book people when we're so close to the draft. Because the draft's going to really change things, isn't it? The draft's going to really mix everything up. So, you know, we could sit here and go, right, well, let's presume he stays on Raw, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, honestly, without knowing who's going where right now, this is probably the worst time to try and do any kind of booking, because you could just spend ages going, well, I'd do this, I'd do that, I'd do this, do that, and then the draft happens in a few days, and it's nothing like what we've spoken about. So let's wait for the draft, get the draft out the way, and then we can go crazy with fantasy booking, because we'll be able to see all the rosters, who's been called up, who's moved where, and it'll give us a much better idea of how we're going to move forward. Ronnie said, I told you the other day they buried Seth and Bray in that one moment, regardless of how Vince felt, says Ronnie. Alexis Leo said, I've sent you a DM. Okay, bud. Shout out to you. Draft SmackDown. Take Drew Edge to Raw. Take Drew, what? Take Drew and Ed, what? Take Drew and Edge to Raw. Drew's on Raw? So keep Drew there and move Edge over? Or are you saying swap them? We are going to do it. I wouldn't worry about it. We are going to do a draft stream on Thursday. So we will do a draft stream on then. So we can really get stuck into the draft then. Arash Martin said, I would love to hear about Wyndham's reaction to the Goldberg stuff at Saudi. Yeah, I mean, I heard that changed, that day, because Fiend was winning, and I heard it was that day that it changed. I don't know if it was earlier that day or about an hour before, but, the plan going into it was that Fiend was winning, And then out of nowhere, like, it all changed. So when did he find out? What did he think? Did he not have enough of a pull to change Vince's mind? I mean, I wonder if their relationship was strained at that point. I wonder if even at that point, like, I don't know. And I wonder what Vince thought of the Firefly Funhouse match. I wonder if Vince liked what he saw, or maybe did he not like what he saw, or I'd be interested to know what was Vince's reaction to that. Because, I mean, it's out there, isn't it? I still don't quite know what it is. It's out there. So I'd be interested to know what Vince thought of it. Liv and Zelina, in honor of his mentor, Fiend goes to SmackDown. Carrion has been liking and sharing people on Instagram saying they hope Carrion gets drafted with Scarlett. I think Volta should be the man to end Roman's reign. If you want to get properly buried, then go to WWE. William said Fiend can't go to SmackDown. He's on AEW now. Brony Fiend goes to... Yeah, we read that one. Brock Lesnar goes to Raw. And Drew goes to SmackDown. Karen Fulton Days would love Volta to dethrone Roman. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Volta would be great, and I would definitely love to see the match, and I'd love to see him do it. But is he going to the main roster? Does he want to go to the main roster? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know if he would want to be a part of that. I don't know. Would they book him right? I don't know. I would worry about Volta on the main roster, but then I kind of think, like, what's the point of Volta if we're not going to do that? I don't think they're going to want to keep him in NXT forever, unless he's just going to get pushed to NXT UK and forgotten about. I don't know what the plan is with Volta. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird. They've got this amazing wrestler that wants to wrestle, and it's just a little bit at odds with what WWE does. Like, I don't know. I don't know how Volta does on the main roster. He's a bit... No disrespect to Volta, but he's amazing at what he does, but he's a bit one-dimensional. Like, I don't know that he can do much else. Like, I don't know if I can really see him being in comedy things. I mean, if he's going to be in comedy things, he'd have to be straight-laced. He'd have to basically be the Randy Orton in the RK Bro kind of scenario, you know, where Volta's there and, like, Riddle's chatting away and Volta's just looking unimpressed and getting irritated. That's the only way I could see it, because he's a bit one-dimensional. So he does have some, I don't want to say limitations. He's just amazing at what he does. But I just don't see what he does really working all that well on Raw. Might get away with it on SmackDown, but I don't know that it works all that well on Raw. But I would love to see it, man. I'd love to see Volta get that WWE Championship. I'd love to see them invest in him and push him and have him be like a killer, you know, that just comes down like, oh, Volta's here. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'd love that. I would love that. But I'm just not sure we're going to get it. I don't know. I'd love it. Do you think WWE is feeling a bit of pressure from AEW after getting beat in the demos a few times? Maybe. I don't think that AEW is as big of a deal to WWE as what the fans think it is. I think that Vince is competing with NFL at the moment. I think that is having a bigger impact on things than AEW. But I do think they could be looking at AEW and, you know, in a way, AEW is doing some good work for WWE, because AEW is the one that's spending the money on CM Punk. AEW is the one that is taking all these people that WWE have let go, and they're trying to use them and book them. And in a way, AEW can take all the risks, and WWE can just look at AEW, see how they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can look at, right, okay, what did Punk do? What was Punk's ratings? And they can look at the impact. WWE have now got the data on the impact that CM Punk had to AEW. And, I mean, if I was Vince, I would hire someone And I would say to them, I want you to compile me a report. Ideally, give me some each day, but I want a big report each week. And I want you to just keep tabs of AEW. I want you to tell me rumors. I want you to, see if you can get any inside information. I want you to get me the ratings. I want you to give me the breakdown of each segment, and have a look and see, what patterns are emerging. And I'd hire someone, and I'd have them looking at AEW, and let them take the gambles. Let them spend the money. Let them take chances. And it's such valuable data that we're getting. We can see what a wrestling show is doing on a Wednesday night, TNT. If you bring in CM Punk, if you've got Bryan Daniel, Urson, then we can see all these numbers. So I think Vince will probably be looking at that, and I don't know if he'll be under pressure. I think he'll be interested in the fact that they've been able to beat Raw in that demo, because that may change his perspective on a couple of things. It may be that he's like, didn't expect it to do that. Didn't expect them to be able to beat us in that demo, having the superstars they've got or whatever, or being at the time they're at, or whatever it might be. So I think there's some really interesting stuff that's coming out of AEW, and I think that surely Vince is not just ignoring it. Surely he's got someone that's gathering that data. Cause we know that they were watching AEW in NXT at Gorilla. Apparently, I can't remember who said, but someone said it was on in the Gorilla position. They were watching and just keeping an eye on it, which I haven't got a problem with. I mean, I think watch your competitors, see what they're doing, but it shouldn't really distract. Shouldn't distract you from what you're doing, but you still, keep an eye. Why not? I think are they putting a bit of pressure on? I don't know if they're putting pressure on, or if it's just really interesting insight, and Vince will look at it and learn the lessons that he needs to learn from it, and make sure that he always keeps them like at a safe distance. If they can really start closing that gap and really start motoring, I mean, if they find themselves on a bigger network, then you might see Vince starting to panic. But I think whilst they're on TNT and TBS, they're kind of nicely kept in their place, really, from a WWE point of view. Because they've tried a lot, haven't they? They've done Arthur Ashe, they've brought in CM Punk, they've brought in Bryan Danielson, they've brought in Ruby Soho, they've brought in Aleister Black, they're on the verge of bringing in Bray Wyatt, but Dynamite still can't break that 1.3. And, we're seeing that the Rampage numbers aren't that strong. Everyone's saying, it's because of the time, blah, blah, blah. I get it, and they're right, but the numbers are still not that strong. Not anything that's going to give Vince a sleepless night. Not if you draw in 640,000 for your second show, and your main show can't break 1.3. So I think at the moment, AEW have done a great job within the couple of years they've been around. And, it's not a knock of AEW because they're growing. And if they get to a bigger network, then they could really deliver some big problems, some black eyes to WWE. But I think whilst they're on these networks, they're not really a problem. They're not really a concern. I think whilst they're on TNT and TBS, Vince is probably going to be wise to just learn from them, get the data, see what the trends look like, see what segments perform. I mean, I'm sure they can get the rating breakdowns for each segments. So we just see at times like the overall number, but you could see every single segment if you wanted and see how it peaks and troughs, and all of that is so interesting, so valuable. So if I was Vince, I'd have someone on that. I'd have someone going through all that information each day and getting a little report together and see what we can learn from it, and then that would help just give me an idea of what the audiences are after or what people are looking for out there, and it might change the way that you book Raw or book SmackDown. So I think AEW definitely is influencing things. So, but is it putting pressure on WWE? I don't. I think what we're seeing on Raw is a lot more to do with NFL. I really believe that. They don't call the Friday 10 p.m. slot the slot of death for no reason. Trent says, I remember when jobbers back then had some sort of era where they had talent and they gave them chances. I'm having some USA Network issues. I'm sorry to hear that. Trini said, I don't think WWE sees AEW as true competition until they get more mainstream popularity. Wrestling fans love AEW, but talk pro wrestling, non-fans still think WWE, not AEW. Yeah, I agree. And again, none of this is a knock of AEW because they're in a good place. I mean, 2 years down the road, having gone through a pandemic as well, like it's not been the easiest of rides for them. So the fact that they're still around that 1-3, which was close to their debut number, and they're able to beat Raw in the demo a couple of times. I mean, it's no knock. It's no knock. It's just that you can't see on TBS or TNT. I mean, TBS we'll have to see, but I'm told it's roughly the same size. But you just can't see them beating Raw with what they've got at the moment. I don't even know what they could bring in. I feel like a game changer you'd need a Rock, you would need a Brock, you would need a Roman. You would need a Cena. You would need one of those massive main stars that really moves the dial. The problem with CM Punk was he'd been gone for 7 years. So he means a lot to wrestling fans. But X amount of those wrestling fans have left wrestling. He might also have hurt his reputation in the UFC a touch. And, I mean, I'm not making up any excuses for him not breaking like records for ratings or anything like this. I think he's done a perfectly fine job. I think he's come in and he's ensured that they are now operating consistently over 1 million for Dynamite. And I think that he is someone that has, really legitimized AEW. So I think him coming into AEW has been a success. But I think that you'd need someone like Cena or Rock or someone that's been in the public eye a bit more to really move that dial. But even then, how much does that dial move when you're on TBS and TNT? So it's all interesting, and the next couple of years will be absolutely fascinating because now that the pandemic is hopefully coming to an end, they can really start getting out there now. You know what I mean? They can really start advertising. I mean, they haven't even been to the UK yet. So, they can tour and get out to places and see people and get onto local TV and try and get onto talk shows, try and just get more exposure to the company. And as we said, if they can get a better network in the future, then wow, then we've got to fight. Tree Trunker, shout out to you. Brony said, hardcore fans were waiting for CM Punk. WWE is desperate. They're watching AEW. That is why they brought back the Hurt Business. Adam said, Dave's just brought 5 retro football shirts. I'm going to send some pics. No worries. Austin. Hello, Austin. Shout out to you. WWE views football and basketball as competition. Yeah, we've said before, again, I can't stress this enough because we watch AEW and there's a lot of AEW that I enjoy. So it's no knock of AEW. But I do think that WWE sees a lot of things as competition and AEW, but maybe more the things that it's directly up against. Like between the hours of, 8 and 11, is it? That Raw is on TV. Like, whatever is on at that time, I think is of a bigger concern. And the same goes for SmackDown as well. The problem is that AEW fans think they're perfect, but they're not. But they could be, says James Chadwick. WWE is not desperate. AEW's on YouTube, says Cheese Whiz. I don't think they're worried about the YouTube shows, to be honest. Any more news on Bray going to Dynamite? Nothing, no. And isn't that weird that we could literally be about 24 hours away from Bray going to AEW? That, just as a reminder, has apparently come from, Meltzer predicting it. I don't think he knows that it's happening, but for whatever reason, he's predicting it, that because it's in Brody's hometown, and because Bray has got an option of buy-in of... I don't know what the option is. I think it's like he can forfeit pay. I think they might be looking at it thinking this could be... And I get it. He's not, I get it. It could be. Couldn't it? If you think about it, it could be. Bray could come in at that point. If Tony Khan could turn around and say, look, 100 grand. I'll give you 100 grand. It's worth 100 grand for me to get you in and keep this momentum going, and then we can get your character going, get the vignettes going, and get your first match at Full Gear. Like, that's worth 100 grand to me. And he could pay that money, and then that's it. Bray doesn't even have to worry about missing out on the money that WWE will give him. So, it's interesting. But no, I haven't seen any more on it today, no. Adam said, I'm excited. It's got a good card, and there is the possibility that Wyndham could be there. It's going to be good. Legend Killer, shout out to you. Do you still have the lemon smell? It's slightly in the air, but I actually got rid of the diffuser. I had to get rid of it because I just constantly found myself more and more. I think when I'm sat here, like, it was there, so I'd constantly grab it, and I was like finding that I was like grabbing the wooden sticks, and like I was then getting like lemon all over my hands, and it was just like, I don't know. It's kind of like if there's something there, then as I'm sitting and talking, I just mess with it. So I was like, no, I need to get rid of it. I don't need to be like having lemon scent all over my hands. And I knocked it over the other day. I had it all on here, and I was like, oh, could you imagine if I knocked it on the computer? So I think it was more hassle than it was worth. Wrestling with Andy said, Days, I am officially a Braun Breaker stan. Shout out to you. I wonder if we'll see him tonight. Might do. They've been pushing him hard. I mean, we obviously saw him beat LA Knight, and then last week he partnered with Tommaso Ciampa. So it'll be interesting to see if we see him again this week. But yeah, he is definitely one for the future. Primo said, do you think that AEW having a 14-month battle with NXT caused a wrench on their numbers? I feel NXT kept them grounded. Yeah. I think NXT was definitely dragging AEW down because it's split the people. I mean, if you think NXT was getting about, 500, 550? AEW was getting, 750 to 800? Now there's no NXT. They're over 1 million now. Obviously, they've had to bring in, CM Punk and whoever to help them to achieve that. But yeah, I think NXT was a bit of an anchor that was dragging them down, because anything they were winning the battle, no two ways about it. They won the war. They absolutely destroyed NXT in the ratings, but they definitely could have done without NXT being on at the same time. And I think WWE, if they could have, would have kept NXT there, because even if NXT wasn't beating AEW, it was definitely taking some focus away. It was definitely splitting the potential audience. It was definitely dragging AEW down. So yeah, I do think that it was having an effect. But well, I mean, we'll see, won't we? We'll see now that it's they're not head-to-head anymore. We'll see kind of where we end up. I prefer them being on separate shows because I like AEW, and or not everything they do, but I do like it, I would say, overall. And I like NXT. Again, not everything they do, but I do like it. And I really like NXT at the moment because I'm quite invested in this refresh. I'm quite interested in it still. Last week was not great, and I'm just hoping that was a blip. So we'll get an answer on that this week if this week's a little bit better. So I prefer them on different nights. WrestleBirds said, would you think it would be smarter to debut on the debut episode of Dynamite on TBS to spread all these debuts out. That's quite interesting, but I don't think they debut on TBS until January, is it? I don't actually know when they go over. I think it's a while. So, they won't wait for that. If it is January, then I could be completely wrong. It could be in a couple of weeks' time. If it is in a couple of weeks' time, then yeah, maybe that would be the better idea. Because they are going to need something big for that TBS show. They can always do a championship match, of course. But yeah, if you've got someone like Bray, then that would be brilliant. So if it is in a few weeks, then yeah. If it's January, then no. Days before the show starts, I think I speak on behalf of everyone. If Shirai is on the show, then the song cannot be sung. Adam, you know that I'm onto you now. Like, you keep saying that you don't want it, but I just sense that it's because you want it too much. I think the problem is that you enjoy it, and then when the stream's not on, you find yourself singing along, and you're like, oh, I need to try and, it's too good, it's too catchy. I need a break. So I think that's why you're pleading for us to not sing the song, because it's started to really take over your life a little bit. I can't make any promises. You know me. I just go with the flow. So, but if I do sing it, I just want you to know that I will be thinking of you, Adam. I will be thinking of you. It is January. This information is brought to you by the football hater, Ben Russell, the football hater. Ben Russell came onto the football streams, and he was like, you do know football's fake. You know football's scripted. Yeah? You know it's all fake. Like this, and we was like, oh, Ben, why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say that, Ben? And he was like, I'm the football hater. I'm the football hater. It's all fake and scripted. They're not really playing football. And we was like, oh, Ben. So, Ben, the football hater. Days, in my opinion, AEW needs to focus on themselves and their own storylines. Focus on pro wrestling, leave sports entertainment alone. Chronic Effect, this is a mismatch. Stick with the kickback. All I gotta do is pop the clip in and click-clack. Dismiss the chit-chat. Dismember clicks that assembled a diss track. I'd rather get racks. Yes, Chronic's Effect. I want the foghorn. That's not really a foghorn, but I was trying. Chronic Effect, shout out to you. Harry, hello. Alexa Bliss Gamer, hello. Avery said, check your mentions. It's a pretty big announcement from TK. TK. Tom King. I don't know. TK. I was trying to think of someone famous. Tom Kanks. Guys, it's a big announcement from Tom Kanks. Oh, I love Tom Kanks. Tom Kanks is the best. Sacrificing Private Ryan. I love that film. Deforestation Gump. Oh, what a movie. Tom Kanks. I'm a big fan of Tom Kanks. Chore Story. Did you see Chore Story? Chore Story 1 by Pixar. Chore Story. They were good. I think he played a character called Metally. Absolutely brilliant. Love Tom Kanks. Thomas Cook. BT Sport is showing this United shambles against Villa. Yeah, they are indeed. Tony Khan is planning a surprise match for Rampage. Guys, what's the surprise match? Get in your thoughts for the surprise match. What do you think it is? What is the surprise match? Brock could go to Raw, which makes sense. I've got a feeling we get Brock Bobby at Mania, says Harley. Tyson Kidd. Ah, that was good. Tyson Kidd. Ah, well done. Tyson Kidd. That was good. Ryan said Tom Hanks' movie Small was amazing. Oh, I loved him in Small. That was brilliant. That was when he was an adult and he made a wish and he became a kid. That was brilliant. The surprise match is going to be Roman versus Brock. Yeah, that would be a surprise for Roman and Brock. Miss Clown One, shout out to you. Good night, my friend. How long we got? 8 minutes. Paul White versus Marco Stunt in a cage match. Amazing. I feel like Toni Storm has fallen into the cracks. Oh my god, is she alright? Is Toni Storm alright? Guys, we're going to need to get some rope. There's breaking news that Toni Storm has fallen into the cracks. Is this breaking news, WWE Entertainment? Has she really? God, I hope she's alright. Prayers for Toni Storm. Prayers for Toni Storm, who, emerging news this evening, she's fallen into the cracks. On the main roster. Oh, okay. Right, no. Hang on. There was actually more. She's fallen into the cracks on the main roster. Do you think that WWE has been too focused on Liv? Nah. I think Toni Storm's only just arrived and they don't know what to do with her. And they probably shouldn't have called her up in the first place. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who to blame. I'm going to blame Tony Khan. She'll be all right. She's got to wait a while for her to find her feet, you know. I mean, she's fallen into the cracks, so. Tony Khan did a rap on Elevation. It was cringe. Yeah, I saw it. Didn't he bring out Little Uzi or something, and everyone went wild. And this boomer right here was like, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" That's not Grandmaster Flash. I was like, "Who's this? Who's this guy? What's going on here? Who's this? That's not. What's this?" It's like, that's not Run DMC. So, yeah, Little Uzi. I was like, get Little Susie out of here. I'm not interested in Little Susie. The guy is spitting bars like he's from Mars. A surprise match would be Drew versus Big E and the Bloodline. It really would. On AEW Rampage, it really would. Be a big surprise match. How about Tony Khan versus Vince McMahon? Now that's a match. That's a match right there. Tony Khan versus Vince McMahon. The surprise match is me versus Days. Winner supports Liverpool. Don't you mean the loser? Burn It Down said, here to support you for the 91st time. I'm here to support you for the 91st time. Shout out to you, Burn It Down. Avery said Shane shows up. He has a match with CM Punk. Best in the world versus best in the world. Yes. Harley said Days, the match will be James Ellsworth versus Paul White. Yeah, I would be down for Malachi Black versus Paul White versus Orange Cassidy in a rainbow match. I'd love that. Grandmaster who? I'm joking. I'm old enough to know who that is. I'm old enough to not know who Little Susie is, let me tell you. Happy 91th? Yeah. 91th. That's big. 91th. That's a lot of times. Days, the surprise match is Mama Days versus Linda. Oh, don't you just hate it when family fight? Why do so many of these rappers nowadays use Little in their name? There's only one, Lil Wayne. Yeah. Lil Wayne. Little Bow Wow. Do you remember that? Him as well. Little Bow Wow. Lil Wayne. Little Uzi. Little... I don't know, any others? There's probably loads. There's so many. There's so many. There's a lot that have kind of really come through in probably the past 5 years. I just don't know who they are anymore. I only found out about Doja Cat last year when she was on the Jake Paul thing. It might have been earlier this year, actually. I was saying I thought she was a cryptocurrency. Do you know what I mean? Like a Doja Cat. Guys, I've just invested 50 quid in Doja Cat, and honestly, it is to the moon. To the moon! But it turns out it's a person. Little Days, Little Baby, Little Baby, Little Legend, Little Pony, My Little Pony, My Little Pony. That's my favourite rapper. That's my favourite rapper, My Little Pony. Yes. Little Nas X. Oh, yeah, I know him. He's got that old country road, and that's the only thing that I know him for, though. You're such a boomer, but it's okay. Have you seen my DM about my football career? No. Because I'm talking about things that start with little. Little. My Little Pony. People are loving that one. The surprise match is going to be Snoop Dogg versus Eva, and the only way to win is by hitting a frog splash. Do you think WWE will grant Grand Metalik's release? Lindsay Dorado is also unhappy, and they've been pulled from TV. I hope so. I don't see. They ain't done nothing with them. At no point have they done anything with Grand Metalik or Lindsay Dorado. So yeah, let them go. Let him go. Let him go. There we go. Little John. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of Little John. Okay. Yeah. Little dude. I don't know who little dude is. I don't know what that is. I took out 16 books from the public library and I finished 5 of them so far. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Little John to the windows, to the walls. Okay. Alex Bloomfield, shout out to you. Little Yachty. Yeah, Little Yachty. I like him. And his dad, Little Warship. Little Yachty. And his brother, Little Boat. E. Little Cook. Big Cook, Little Cook. Little Days. Little Tekka. I don't know what that is. Little Cap. What the hell's Little Mermaid? Little Mermaid. The best Disney movie. Little Mermaid. Oh, I hope they make like a hip-hop remix of Under the Sea. That would be amazing. Someone should do that. Call themselves Little Mermaid and just do hip-hop remixes of like Disney tracks. Imagine like Let It Go and it goes into the chorus and then it breaks down and you get like a verse. All that kind of stuff. It'd be the best. It'd be the best. Right, we're going over to NXT anyway. Little Tesco, Little John. It's time, it's NXT time, Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy. Right, here we go. Yeah, got some rap right now. This is Little Mermaid. I like it. It's a good track, though. I do like it. NXT 2.0. NXT. 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 Right, we've got it's not many rows back, is it? That's the only problem. Hero, carrying on them hip hop vibes with the coolest hip hop crew in the world. Roll, hit, roll. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Hits. Right. Is it little? Is it Fab? B-Fab. B-Fab. They always seem to be confused as to whether they're on their way to a match or in a music video. Hit. Oh, that's so cool, isn't it? It's so cool when they're doing that, like, stuff in the ring and everything. And then they go over to the corner like this. Oh, come on, Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez. For life. Please stop all that noise. You're absolutely right. Cut that noise. Cut that waffle. They know what's up. Yeah, they know what's up. They know what's up. It's all about the ladies. No, all the ladies in the house. I'm calling it for B-Fab for the win. We will not have any B-Fab fans in the chat. Thank you very much. She's actually pretty cool. I don't mind B-Fab. Oh, they're using them to tell us about what's on the show. All about the ladies. Oh, Gavin's here. Gavin's saying B-Fab for the win. Let's get a vote, shall we? Let's see, who will win? Let's ask the question. Let's see what people are thinking. Who will win? Is it gonna be... Okay. Or is it gonna be... Right. Got a little poll up in the chat for you right now. Let's get some votes in. Grayson Waller versus Roderick Strong. Do you ever go to the toilet? It seems you very rarely go off camera during long streams. No. Never. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of going to the toilet. It's a rare disorder that I've got. Days, can I have your little beanie? Have you acknowledged Roman Reigns today? I have, Ben. Yes, I called him up earlier, gave him a shout. Is B-Fab the girl? Yeah. Change your name to D-Fab. D-Fab. God, they could have interrupted them about 5 minutes earlier. Here's Elektra Lopez. Right, is she wearing that same ring attire or has she got something a bit better? Right, we got... I'm down for this match. Oh, I love the hat that she comes down in. I love Elektra Lopez's like entrance attire. She looks like a Lady Undertaker. She's like Lady Taker. Lady Taker making her way up. Gong da 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 da. I wish one of the other ones was dressed as an urn. She changed her attire! She changed her attire! Oh, wow. They listened to what we said. I was like, I'm not bout it with the other attire. Well, this is better, isn't it? This is better. How do we get in touch with WWE and let them know that this is the greatest thing they've ever done? Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez might be the greatest thing that has ever happened to wrestling. Love her. Simping ain't easy, man. Simping ain't easy. BP, shout out to you. Whew, this is bout it. I'm definitely bout it. Anyone else warm? Has anyone else gone warm? God, do you remember when Vince said he was gonna, turn up the old, sex appeal, make this a little bit more, ooh, it's gone warm. I have to have a little drink here. Ben Russell, shout out to you. Football hater. Football hater has joined. Jeremy says, just tweet them. Let's all tweet them. Right, we need to, let's cancel this. Let's see what people are thinking. Guys, we've got our results that have come in. Lopez is down. Trash can. 134 votes. Lopez, 61%. This is the community I love. 38% of people saying cringe fab. Right, we've got a big brawl. Lopez is down. Oh, we go to commercial break. Yeah, big fan of fruit. Lots of peaches in the chat right now. Got, what are you drinking? I'm drinking Tenzing. I've got some bananas. Got some bananas. Peaches, bananas. Big fans of fruit around here. What are you drinking now? Oh, this is, There we go. I never saw the vote results. Yeah, I'm right there. Simpy, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. That might be the biggest reveal ever. When she took off her Undertaker attire, and it wasn't that, like, orange thing that she was wearing before, and instead it was like a little summit. Do you know what I mean? It was just a little summit that she threw on backstage. Just a little summit. Whew. Does he actually show it, or does he just tell us what's happening? Wow, I don't even know what we're talking about now. Burn It Down said, I'm an Elektra Lopez stan. Yes, we all are. B-Fab is shocking. Are you watching this on BT Sport? Yes. Exorcist Leo says, I now simp over 3 people. Guys, let me know who you're simping over. Who are you simping over? I simp Elektra Lopez, Linda McMahon, and Asuka from time to time. Maybe Bailey from time to time. A little bit of Volta. I'd say that's probably my top 5 that I simp over. Elektra for life. No, McClaim. Elektra is life. I'm not an Elektra Lopez stan. You're a Liv and Zelina stan. You want to rethink your allegiances? That's what you want to think. Elektra Lopez looks very tropical tonight, says JP Ford. Is it all women tonight? I don't think so, no. Roderick Strong's on the show. I simp Carmella, says Burn It Down. I simp Sasha, says Matthew. I simp B-Fab, Kendall Jenner, and Scarlett Johansson. I didn't really mean in general. I just kind of meant in wrestling, but thanks for letting me know that you simp Kendall Jenner. Okay, well, I simp Amy Adams. I simp for Roman, says Izzy Girl. Yeah, well, I respect that. You simp Volta? I do. I simp Volta. Aliyah Mysterio is fit, says Harry. I simp Gigi Dolan and Bailey. I simp Doudrop. He's in the chat tonight. There he is, look. There, I Am Bread is in the chat tonight. Right, here we go. Cringe Fab and Elektra Lopez. Do you remember when we first saw Elektra Lopez? I think she wore this before. Yeah. Elektra Lopez, put her away. Going under the ring. Looking for a table. B-Fab stomping on the table. The table goes down. Look at the size of B-Fab compared to Elektra Lopez. Yeah. I don't think B-Fab's going to win like a power battle with Lopez. Going over, grabbing B-Fab, picking her up. What's she going to look to do with her? What's she doing with her? I don't quite know what she was going for. This all feels a bit dangerous. With the legs up like that and these two that we haven't seen much of. B-Fab has got... Yeah, I don't quite know what they were going for there. Elektra Lopez is down. Elektra getting the table. Electromania is running wild. Oh, look, she's going for it again. Oh, that does look moody, actually. So the table leg was up, and B-Fab... That's brilliant, isn't it? This is brilliant. Do you not think NXT is a load of... No. No, I think this feud between these two has been built up quite well, and I'm really into Elektra Lopez. What's brilliant here is I'm into Elektra Lopez, and I really don't like Hit Row. So that means that I am so behind Elektra Lopez right now. Cheering her on. Kendo sticks being chucked into the ring. Chairs being chucked in. No DQ here. Fair play to NXT, starting off with a women's match that's been built really well over the last few weeks. Kick to the midsection. Chev, shout out to you, my friend. B-Fab slammed onto that chair. Here's Lopez. Go on, do it again. Yeah, do it again. Slam her on that one. Yeah, there's one more. There's one more over there. Slam her on that one. Yeah, she's gone to get the third. What's she going to do with it? I think the crowd are chanting one more time. She actually sets the chair up so the legs are like pointing up in the air. What's she going to do with that? B-Fab crawling over to that chair. Elektra Lopez going over, grabbing B-Fab. Ooh, Elektra Lopez goes face first into the bottom part of the chair. B-Fab grabbing a chair, going to look to drive it into the midsection. Elektra Lopez goes down. B-Fab with a kendo stick. And across the back. Oh, my God. Oh, this is just like watching someone scribble all over the Mona Lisa. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it just hurts, doesn't it? Just hurts. Oh, look at that crossbody. Pinner. She crossbodied her onto that chair. B-Fab down. Yeah, brilliant. Lopez scoops her up. She's got the edge of that chair. Oh! She had her up on the shoulders, hurled her over, and B-Fab went like straight stomach first onto that chair. She's going to look to pick her up, use her size. Driver, plants her down. 1, 2. Oh, yes! Yes! Clean win as well! My queen! My queen! I've got a new queen! Oh, get rid of the old queen. Get rid of the old one. She's been around for a while. You know, she's had a good run. We've got a new queen now. Oh, when can she move in to Buckingham Palace? We've got a new queen. Amazing. Look at this. Lopez wins. Oh, yeah, look at this. She did that for all of you. A clean win. A clean win for Elektra Lopez. Look at that. And immediately puts the shades on. Oh, you're crying, are you? Oh, you super sad, are you, B-Fab? Oh, you wait. I'm going to get you. No, you've had your chance. You lost, didn't you? You lost. Bask in her glory, B-Fab. Oh, I'm super sad now. I'm super sad because I lost the match. Yeah, because you're not good enough. That's why. Just like your music. Oh, well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That's my highlight of the week. No, hang on. No, sorry. I've just remembered Shayna destroying Eva Marie. Right, we've got the Index honeymoon right now. Linda is still the queen. There might be a new queen. I'm serious. There might be a new queen. Right, they're on the beach, having a lovely time. Index written in the sand. Oh, there's Candice and Johnny. Good save, harmless fun. So, Johnny is watching Indi and NXT's gone all sexy again, look. With Indi Hartwell in the water. God damn, I love it. Wow, isn't this just the best? Sim. A shark's coming, guys. I wasn't expecting this twist. It was Johnny. Didn't R-Truth do something like that really not that long ago? Like, how many times have wrestlers pretended to be sharks this year? Hey, he got a little bit of press coverage, didn't he, Joe Gacy? With him saying about how the ring is going to be the safe space and all this, and how everyone's woke and everything. Johnny the Shark. We've still got Mandy Rose to come. Guys, honestly. I don't know how we're going to get through. Don't know how we're going to get through on a Tuesday now. What was that? The Way are now just a bunch of simps. Vince is loving this. F5 the Shark, yeah. Brock Lesnar. Wasn't that a SummerSlam advert? I simp for all the football haters in the world. Simpro. Yeah, that's what this community is called, Simpro. We're Simpro. Simpro. I simp Miss Clown. Oh. Trevor Noah, Wyndham, another YouTuber, Tom Holland, Tom Hiddleston, Sonya Deville, and many more, says Sonny. Austin, how did you enjoy your debut on Raw, asks Dana. We will manage, says Marty. We will manage. So much for ladies' night with Joe Gacy waddling to the ring. Well, let's see what he's got to say, because he actually caused a bit of controversy. With his, we're going to work it out. This is our safe space. Like, they're saying that this is Vince's way of making fun of woke culture. So, and apparently they took down his videos and stuff from the YouTube channel. So it'll be interesting to see what is said this week. When Wyndham debuts, we will see one take days. Defo. I simp Dakota Kai. Sometimes I simp over 1,000 people. A simp at the beach. That's what that segment should have been called, yeah. I simp for Simpanold. Isn't that ironic? Gary, shout out to you. JP said, I'm so glad that BFAB failed. It was never in doubt, mate. It was never in doubt. I think we as a community, we know when we see a once-in-a-generation talent, once-in-a-lifetime talent, like Elektra Lopez, you can't hold someone like that back. And thankfully they haven't. So she's beaten BFAB clean. No cheating. Clean. So that's it. Done. We move on now. No rematch. Why are all ring ropes white? I don't know. I don't know what the thinking is behind it. Save money. Perhaps they don't want to pay for the different coloured tape anymore. Because it is just tape, isn't it? And just wrap it round. Do you remember we used to watch them change the ropes to purple for the cruiserweight segment? They used to get people down with the purple tape and then quickly have to do that with the ropes. And then afterwards take it all back off again. Wasn't worth it. Here he is. Let's see what he's got to say. Gacy. Yes. I am Joe Gacy. Okay. He is Joe Gacy. And contrary to popular opinion, this is still our safe space. Woke man. Last week on NXT 2.0, I made a huge impact. And I've not been cancelled? I made a bigger impact than superstars like Tommaso Ciampa. I made a bigger impact than Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, and Bron Breakker. Using only my words. I didn't throw one punch. I speak for a generation no one understands. He's enlightened. And last week, when I went back to the locker room, I saw nothing but triggered faces. He saw nothing but triggered faces. Joe Gacy is inclusive. We can solve all of our conflicts with discussions. No one person can change the world. But I'm here. To usher in the world to a new normal. He's bringing us to a new normal. There's a lot of buzzwords in here, isn't there? Thank you. For your open minds. New normal. Thanking us for our open minds. Who's he taking on? Von Quinn. Who the hell's this guy? Young Quinn. What the hell? What? What's his name? Zion Quinn. Young Quinn. Who the hell is Young Quinn? Zion. It's not how you spell Zion. Anyone that's a fan of reggae knows how to spell Zion. Versus Young Quinn. Young Quinn is sexy, says Austin. Here's the Walmart Kevin Owens. Oh. Is it not Gacy? Only Lorcan coming down. Is that it? What's going on? What's happening? So Joe Gacy's not fighting. Okay. Only Lorcan. Oh, wow. Thought we was going to see some conversation. Thought we was going to see some conflict resolution. Young Quinn should come out dressed as Goku. A lot of words there that mean nothing to me. Akira Tozawa has changed a lot. Looks like Roman with short hair. Uppercut. So, Oney Lorcan is down. Zion Quinn going over. I mean, he's got a good size to him. God damn, look at the size of him. Strikes coming in by Oney Lorcan. Well, this isn't sexy, is it? Not. I mean, like, we had, like, Elektra Lopez. We had Indi Hartwell in the water. Then we got, like, a boring man talking. And now we've got this. His tattoos are pretty sick. Rest with Andy said breaker or we riot. Ryan said this should be... Hey, Rest with Andy, did you see what Elektra Lopez did? Did you see? Did you see? Have you seen the greatest new superstar? I don't want to say she's like the female Bron Breakker. I don't want to say that because she's better. Haven't we had enough of the new normal? He looks nothing like Roman. It's just that the tats are similar. Austin said, this is the sexiest thing on the show. You must have missed Elektra Lopez. We need more Elektra. We need 2 hours of Elektra. William said, the girl ref is sexy. Yeah. The girl ref sexy. We're just gonna go simping crazy now. Is this, it looks like his ring attire's got the Metallica logo on the back of it. Can't be Metallica. But it does look like the Metallica logo on the back of Young Quinn. Big spear. Samoan drop. Kip up. I feel like Quinn is Vince's future Roman. He's a bit different, isn't he? It's a bit different. Forearm strike. 1, 2, 3. The biggest win of Quinn's career. I don't even know if I've seen him before. If Days had his way, Lopez would be Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, straight up. And Queen of the Ring. And CEO. Here's Grayson Waller. Well, that's a bit stupid, isn't it? I jump out of the plane and then I ask questions later. Well, okay, well, the first thing I've learned about you is you're an idiot. If you're going to jump out the plane and then go, oh, do I get a parachute? Little bit late, mate. Zion Quinn is a former Australian football player. Oney's about to be demoted to jobber status. It looked like a Superman forearm. Superman forearm? MSK? Wow, I haven't seen them. MSK are here. The NXT Tag Team Champions. MSK. MSK. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Say hey. Baby, I got your money. MSK. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Said hey. Baby, I got your money. I'd like to dedicate that to Adam Keelan. If he's watching, big shout out to you. MGK. Yeah, MSG. MSG has come down. MSG, the tag team champs. MSG in the house. MSK. Baby, I got your money. Don't... There he is. Adam Keelan. Adam Keelan. Loves that song. He loves Gary, a big fan as well. Brony, a big fan. Days, what Shayna said on Raw Talk made me happy. I think it'll make you happy. She said it was really tough doing it to Nia, but Eva, it felt really good. Like, really good. As in, she loved it. I loved it as well. Just when you think you can't love people more, then they go and do things and you love them more. Kind of feel that way about Elektra Lopez. Just like, oh, I don't think I can love her more. And then she did what she did this week. She changed her ring attire. She turned the sexy all the way up to the point where the knob broke. The knob broke. We were around about a 5. She turned it all the way up to she went so far, the knob broke. So, Alexa did that. And then she beat Cringe Fab. Goat. She's the goat. She's the goat. Vince is the goat. Vince has made wrestling better. Right? I will not have any disrespect. God damn. I'm amazing. He is the best. Dana White Contender Series started with a bang. Jerry said, oh, the knob broke. All right, it did. It did. Came off in our hands, didn't it, eh? Came off in our hands. MSK must save kittens. I heard that song in a movie. Yeah, it was the biography of my life. Vince the Simp. Ben said, Days, I saw a message in the chat saying Paul versus Owens. I just thought Jake Paul might face Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. And the only reason I want to see that is that Kevin Owens beats him. I don't know that we do get that, unfortunately, because I think Jake Paul's got a few things to worry about. Like old men getting his name tattooed on their fingers. So he might need to deal with that first. What does MSK stand for? It stands for Vince is the best. That's what it stands for. Vince is the best. Days, Eva Marie will become the new Lana once she has her arm broken every week for the next 9 weeks. MSK stands for Man Simp Kids. Oh my god, I hope it doesn't. Because I think that would be a PR disaster. Let's put it that way. Days, odd question. I answered that one, Alex. I answered it. It's an odd question because you've asked it me earlier and I've already answered it. Must save kittens. Ben says, I meant Logan Paul. I hope Fury knocks Wilder out. Wrestling Guy said, good show so far. Days, do you like doors? If so, do you like knobs? Listen, the only knob that I'm interested in is the one that broke off earlier because of Elektra Lopez. Right, here's MSK being interviewed. What is next for MSK? They're going to keep smoking the tag team division. We're going to remain the fighting champions.
So it doesn't matter if it's the old bulls of NXT or the young cast of this new era. Everybody can step up.
Everyone can step up.
Everybody can get knocked back.
What did he do? What was that? Everyone can step up. Everyone can get knocked back. Booka booka. Everyone can step up. Everyone can get knocked back. Booka booka. I don't know about you guys. Whenever I've been in a fight, I've always been like booka booka. Booka. Like that. The old booka booka. The old booka booka. That's fight. That's how you learn how to fight. And that's how they teach you in NXT. Right, what you want to do, guys? You want to grab your opponent. You want to go booka booka like that. A little bit of the old booka booka. Right, it's the grizzled young veterans. We're about to get bout it. We're about to get bout it. Say the line. Say the line. Say the line. Say the line. Stop talking, you. Give it to the other one. No one cares about your thing. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah! Tag team titles! Oh, we bowed it! We bowed it! Yes! This might be the greatest show ever created. I think we're watching the greatest wrestling show ever. Bout it, man just came out. Oh, we never got to hear it last week. Oh, I'm bout it. I am bout it. Look at the excitement in the chat right now. Bout it. Where's the crowd? Are they all asleep? NXT's crowd used to be wild, man. Why does everyone talk in riddles? Who's coming out now? Briggs and Jensen. The crowd, honestly. Crowd is so quiet. Right now, it should be like, bout it. Would you say this is the greatest night in the history of our sport? I would. This is like, you know when Hogan and Andre were face to face? I kind of feel like we've had 41 minutes of that level of epicness. The first person to look at me sideways is gonna get popped in the mouth. You know what I'm saying, Cousin Briggs? First person that looks at me sideways, you're gonna get popped in the mouth. Bout it, bout it. Bout it, bout it. Booka, booka. There's so many great little catchphrases you can take away from this. Booka, booka. Oh, the crowd ain't feeling it. No, need to get rid of them. Get rid of that crowd. We need to just chuck us in there. Need to just chuck this community in that crowd. That's what we need. Here's Raquel Gonzalez. She's got a match tonight against Frankie Monet. Bout It is better than everything. They need to be called Festus and Cletus. Here's Mandy. Gigi. It looked good on you, but it will look a lot better on me. Oh, boo. Ooh, here we go. Guys, we're grabbing that knob and we're turning it a little bit more. Here comes Toxic Attraction, which does nothing for me in all fairness. I don't care about these. But I'm sure it does something for someone. Toxic Attraction. Toxic Attraction. I'm still waiting for Lash Legend. Her hair looks wet. It's like she just came out the shower. NXT has been bout it, but this crowd has not. Yeah, man, when we were at Full Sail, that crowd was wild. They've all gone. They've all gone to AEW, I think. Simp. This is bout it, says Jacob. Not Simp Attraction again. Simp Attraction? Oh my god, that's their new name. Simp Attraction. Simp Attraction, there we go. Simp Attraction are here, guys. Mandy looks extremely hot. I figured it out who broke the turnbuckle. It was Ghost Banana. And he helped. Right, makes sense. Makes sense. Did anyone know Gigi was on that gypsy show on TLC when she was 14, says Izzy Girl. Days wants Mandy and Lopez in a bikini match. God damn. That's a great idea. I mean, I don't, because I'm very progressive. And, you know, I just want great wrestling. That's all I want. If we do need to do that sort of a match for some reason, then I would, I suppose, tune in just so that I could review it. And because people will be like, what do you think of it? Do you think it's disgusting? And I'd be like, yeah, I do. I do think it's disgusting. I will tune in just so that I can make sure that I think it's disgusting. But I will just stop by. But I probably won't stick around throughout the whole thing. Well, I mean, I might, but, you know, I won't watch it a second time. Well, I probably would watch it a second time because I'd probably do a watch long and then maybe a separate video on it, but I wouldn't watch it like a third time or anything. Unless we needed to watch it on like a member stream or something. But, yeah, I don't really have much interest in that. You should put your queen next to you on the sofa. I don't know if there's an image that I could use, to be honest. I mean, without me being taken down. I don't know if there's any images out there that I can put up, but without YouTube locking us down. God, it's hot. It is hot. I feel like this is a search page that I might come to a few times. Right. Let's go. Have we got... Where are we? Jennifer said the crowd makes this feel like a golf tournament. They do, aren't they? They are so quiet. I don't know what's going on. There we go. That's the new NXT logo. Simp Attraction. About it. Can you read the back of your drink? We looked at it the other day. Plant-based sparkling drink with natural caffeine and electrolytes from Himalayan rock salt. Oh yeah, it's that match. I forgot who they were facing. Right. Here we go. Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. Representing Simp Attraction. How is that a threat? Gigi Doolin just went. How's that a threat? If someone did that to me, imagine if you was out and someone in a pub came up to you, you're having a drink like this, someone just came up and went. You'd be like, you alright? Like, do you want money? What do you want? I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't strike me as intimidating or anything. I'd be like, why have you just licked your hand? Are you a cat? Are you like Catwoman? Weird. And then I'd get arrested. That's what would happen. I'd have to spend the night in Halesoe police offices in the cells. I can't focus. Lopez is too distracting. I know, mate. I know. I simp for Zoe Stark. My God, I simp for her as well. You're right. Toxic Attraction versus Zoe and Io. I love how NXT is single-handedly putting wrestling back about 30 years. I think that is immense. It is absolutely... For this show to be able to do that. Brilliant. Io. Taking down JC Jane. We got Mandy Rose on the outside. Tommy's story about thinking he had COVID, but he was actually allergic to sweetener still has me laughing to this day. Oh God, I just don't know how he keeps having such things happen to him. I just don't get it. I don't get how one person can go through so many adventures. This is quite good. I like this little roll up here and kick out by Zoe Stark. Rolling up JC Jane. Jane against the ropes. Flips over one. Zoe Stark. Shoulder up. Knee to the midsection. Big chop. Chop coming back to Zoe Stark. Kick to the midsection. See, if NXT was just an hour again, it would be immense. It would be wonderful. Bout it, all this kind of stuff. Lovely. Zoe comes crashing down. 1, 2. Shoulder up. She's the female Bearcat. This is where we find out if Io will be in the draft or not. Is this NXT 2.0 or Simp Club 2.0? In comes Gigi. Against the ropes goes Gigi. Kick. Zoe Stark goes down. 1, 2. Right, we've got Gigi in the ring with Zoe Stark. Chin breaker. Clothesline. I wonder if NXT superstars will make the move to the main roster during the draft. If any superstars do move, who do you think they'll be? I think what Harley was saying. I think Harley had quite a comprehensive list. I mean, honestly, I don't even know. Gigi's shorts are not leaving anything to the imagination. Zoe Stark comes crashing down onto JC Jane. Gigi looking to climb up top. She comes crashing down onto Zoe Stark. Hate those spots. And now Io's going up. She's going to look for a moonsault. She takes down 2 people. Mandy Rose with her hands on her head. Did you see Io then? Yeah! Is the girl in the red hair a younger Becky? Yes. That's actually footage of Becky from 10 years ago. And they CGI it in. It's amazing. It's amazing what modern technology can do. Minna Messal said AEW is better. Back to the wall as always is why I'm not talking about wallets and knots. When I say that the wall is not against, it's more like the cross. Look at how far this is in the past you regardless. Yeah. I hope we all learned something from that. NXT 2.0 is no more. It's just Simp Club. They've run out of ideas. Days United are losing tomorrow, says Gene Lamb. We'll see. Sorry, Days. Eva didn't deserve that, and BFAB should have won, said Nelson. Well, I'm quite happy with how things have worked out. Let's just put it that way. I'm eating wine gums, says Harry. Harry getting smashed off his face. If I ever meet Mandy, I'd be singing I Wanna Get Freaky With You. I wanna get freaky with you. I don't see nothing wrong. Is that who I think it is? With a little bump and grind. Is that R. Kelly? Because if so, not allowed to sing. He's been cancelled. And rightfully so. I mean, let's not have any doubt. And rightfully so. I haven't even heard, but like all the details. But I just heard last night that he's been found guilty, and apparently going to be in prison for like 10 years, at least. Is that? I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Is that him? I can't remember who sings it. It might be him. Might be him. If so, that's the last time we'll be singing that song. This show has been more cringe than sexy. Wow, Shola. You must have only just joined us and you must have missed Elektra Lopez. That's all I can think. I asked you a question, which it was why you had to go punt on Ric Flair for your own friend on Monday Night Raw. Minty, shout out to you. What have you missed? You've missed... I've locked her. That's why I can't move her. She's been locked. Oh my god, what am I moving now? Why is this so hard? You missed this. That's what you've missed right there. In fact, it could probably go there. It's not a bad place to pop it, is it? Pop it there. Pop it over there. Just kind of stays out the way. That'll do. That'll do, actually. I think we'll keep that there for now. So, there we go. We've got Elektra Lopez. And what's great about that is it actually frees up a little spot for us to maybe put a different picture of Elektra Lopez. Maybe we'll go with... Let's have a little look. There's one here that is pretty wild, but it won't let me save it for whatever reason. Go with that one. Go with that one. Pop that one. Pop that one over there. I don't see... Yeah, I've got that in my head now. I've got to stop singing that. Who put that in my head? Was it Mouldy Spoon? Probably was. Where did it save that other one? There. Right, we'll pop that. Pop that there. That can be the new logo there. There we go. Guys, this is what NXT has become. Now there's no point fighting it. This is what Vince wants. So we just have to run with it now. Is Mandy in red hair? No, that's Gigi Dolan. R. Kelly could be 100 years in prison. Really? Nice suplex by Zoe Stark. Simp days. Nice drop kick there by Zoe. Gigi pulling Zoe's leg. Breaking up the pin. Against the ropes goes Gigi. Gigi going to the outside. Mandy Rose is out there. Ooh, lovely strike. Good work by JC Jane. Zoe Stark screaming, going up top. Zoe Stark lands on her feet. Running over. It's all a bit sloppy, isn't it? I didn't mention any songs. Don't blame me. Jacob said we need more Lopez. Well, I think what we've done is we've just put a couple of little things in the stream to do with her that I don't think anyone's noticed yet. And I think as the weeks go by, we could just maybe look to introduce a little bit more as the weeks go by. So, I mean, right now, just a few little subtle things. At the moment, they're kind of like Easter eggs, you know, like you kind of be one of them after where, like, after the stream, people will be like, oh, that's where he snuck it into the stream. I'll be like that. Missile drop kick. EO. 1, 2. Kick out by Gigi. Days has lost his mind. Listen, I'm just in celebratory mode. When your favourite ever wrestler wins a match, a big match as well. I think we've all been there, haven't we? Right, we've got EO with Mandy putting the foot on the ropes. Couple of cross faces. EO is cross facing Gigi and JC Jane. Yeah, Mandy can't believe this. Gigi is better days. Listen, yeah, guys, you simp who you want. You simp who you want. 1, 2. Kick out by Zoe Stark. Gigi was close. Mandy Rose can't believe it outside the ring as well. EO doing double duty. Ben says, please put a picture of Linda somewhere to pay respects to your former queen. I don't even know who Linda is anymore. I don't even know who she is. She's dead to me now. She's dead. This is a big stream. This isn't one of those streams where we just have a little laugh and a joke. She's dead to me now. There's a new queen. EO coming in. Drop kick. Lopez versus Taker will be a 10-star match. Well, do you know what? I'm just gonna move her out the way a little bit because there might just be the odd person. We'll have her there. We'll have her there, just peeping. Just peeping away. Just keeping an eye on. She's just keeping an eye on you. She's just keeping an eye on you. She's just keeping an eye out for any bad comments. 2, 3. EO has won the match. Harley, how do you feel? Please respond. Please respond, Harley. Please respond now. I want to know a latest update as to how you feel about EO winning and keeping the women's championship. EO and Stark have won, says Nob Freeze. Zoe Stark, Io Shirai are victorious over Simp Attraction. Austin says they have retained. That match was predictable. Harley says A. It looks like he really enjoyed that match. He's given it multiple A grades. So I think that might make it the highest rated Harley match of all time. Days has betrayed Linda and turned heel. I'm just saying that there's a young, fitter model that's around now. And much like a car, you know, you trade it in and you upgrade. And that's all I've done with Linda. Linda's got a lot of miles on the clock. I've traded her in and I've upgraded. I don't see the problem. You do that with phones and cars. I mean, what's the issue? Wrestle with Andy. Braun Breaker. There's a Braun Breaker commercial right now. Who is Braun Breaker? I want Io on the main roster. Harley said disgraceful. Braun Breaker continues to shine. Harley's been timed out. My goal is to be NXT champion. And I'm not a patient guy. Here's Tian Sha. Oh, Tian Sha. Oh, guys. It's getting even sexier now. Get to see that old woman in the chair. Oh. The next Brock Lesnar. What? Tian Sha? Yeah. Tian Sha. Mei Yin, yeah. She's the new Mae Young. Mei Yin. What happened to a matey woman? What happened to her? Xia Li. Where's she now? Big Bad Brony. So sexy, yeah. Super sexy. All hail the Queen, Elektra. Hail her. Hail her. Tonight, save big on championships. Big Boy Dally said, how has it been? Oh, get in your halftime scores. Big Boy Dally, I'm sorry to hear that. Put in your scores. Get in your halftime scores. Xia was injured. Get the Tian Sha graphics. What graphics? What graphics? I've got Tian Sha on screen. Halftime scores. Halftime scores. Halftime scores. Uh, 8, 6, 6. 8, 7. Lopez out of 10. Tony says 10 out of 10. Tony, shout out to you. Brad G says 7. Justin says 7. Anna says 6.5. Wrestle with Andy said the greatest night in the history of our sport. Austin says 7. Minty says 5. Justin says 7. William says 7. Brony says 7. Trey Gaming says 6. Zoom Station says 6. Austin says Tony is awful. Austin says 7. Justin says 7. J14 says 6.75. Adrian says 10. JP says 6.5. Zoe's best match in NXT. Rashawn says 7. My name's Sal says 9. Jonathan says 3.3. Shola says 6. Austin says 7. Denise says 6.5. 1987 Big Fan says 6. Ryan says 6.75. Sonny says 7. Why don't you have Elektra sit beside you? I kind of tried to do that, but it's not a sharp enough image, to be honest. But you and Linda are both old. Elektra don't want an old hag like you. She don't want an old model like you. She wants to upgrade. That's hurtful. Boy, didn't you think about that before you sent it through? What do you mean? What are you on about? Of course you would want to be with me. Of course you would want to be with me. Got my own sofa. Hurtful. That was a bit below the belt. That was a bit low. Oh. Lopez eats poop, says William. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever done that to William before. And just think about all the things William has said. Think of everything William has ever said. I don't think I've ever timed out William before for everything he's ever said. I've never timed out William. Ever. Wow, that is pretty monumental, isn't it? I mean, he is gonna have some thinking to do, that young man. Let me tell you, he is gonna have some thinking to do. And I think that really sends a message out to the community as well, that this is no nonsense. We take a no-nonsense approach to this. William Hensey, sometimes you've got to show who's boss around here. You've got to say that's the line. People need to know where the lines are and when they've crossed over that line. What did he say? I can't repeat it, William. It was pretty dark. It was the most extreme thing William's ever said, and I think we all know William. We all know the extreme things he's said in the past. Sonny said, you've timed out my bestie. Deserved it. There's not many people here saying that he didn't deserve it. I think everyone's saying that he crossed the line. Right, we are at Tommaso Ciampa's house. There is Tommaso. He's got a lovely gym. Look at his lovely gym. That's what he deserves, says Harley. I agree. I hated doing it. It was kind of like timing out part of myself. I not get time. Doubt I'm still here. No, you're all right, William. You're what I like to say is the good William, not the evil William. Right, we just got a promo from Tommaso Ciampa. He says he never lost this title. No one ever beat him for it before, and no one's going to beat him for it now. Goldie and Ciampa. Sonny says, I was in the middle of a conversation. What am I meant to do? Just allow things to slide because you're having a conversation. My hands were tied, Sonny. You can see that. My hands were tied. Right, we've got Andre Chase and Chase University. What did Tian Sha have a match? Can I ask a question? What did Tian Sha do? Oh, there. She's still there. What's happening? Does anyone know what's happening? Andre Chase is taking on Boa. Oh, yeah. Boomer. Why has she not got a chair? Why is Boomer Woman standing? Andre Chase versus Boa. Daisy did the right thing. Thank you. Why is Tommaso Ciampa champion again? Why not? William has the power. I have the power. William is the victim, says Big Boy Dally. Listen, there's no, you've been brainwashed. There's no, confusion here as to who the victim is. Elektra Lopez is the victim. Against the ropes goes Boa. Right, we've got Andre Chase against Boa with Boomer McGrew at ringside. Knees to the midsection by Boa. An ocean of inexperience. That is a great line, says JP Fawn. An ocean of inexperience. Stomped by Boa. Kick over the top. Net breaker by Boa. Stomps by Andre Chase. Boa keeps going, getting kicked back down. Strikes coming in. William, welcome back. Must be hard to wrestle in a sweater like Chase, says Brad G. Elbow by Andre Chase. I'm surprised you didn't time me out on the Football Days stream with all my football hate, says Ben. Well, no, I mean, honestly, I don't mind the football hate so much, but there's limits. There's limits to what I will tolerate. Anna, shout out to you. I hope you are well. Why does Vince love this silly gimmick, Andre Chase University? I just don't get it. I think it's just it's a sports entertainment heel, isn't it? They're just trying to come up with a sports entertainment heel. I mean, it's somewhat along the lines of Elias, isn't it? Elias with his guitar. Now you've got Andre Chase with his lectures and whatever. I could see Andre Chase coming down and, you know, giving a lecture to the audience, and then someone interrupts him, and it's very much just like Elias with his music. Oh, she's on fire. He turned around, started talking to, I don't know what her name is. And she was like, there was smoke coming off her. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, but Elektra Lopez is really not that good. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame that James Chadwick just volunteered to get timed out. That's a shame. Same with Big Boy Dally as well. That's a shame. Yeah, I mean, it looks like William Hensey's a big fan of it as well. In all fairness, I don't know. It must be a real party in timeout. No idea. It seems like timeout is the place to be hanging out. I don't know what's happening. Must have good catering in timeout. I haven't got a clue. Seems like there's a lot of people that want to go there. I've followed Andre for a long time. I'm a big fan of his when he teamed up with his brothers as the Bravados, says JP Fawn. Right, back to Index. Here we go. Here's Johnny. A baby. Oh my god, it's a bit weird. Why are they trying to stop this married couple from making sweet love? Okay, so she's let him into their room. Okay, we're looking inside the I mean, this is... He's found a load of protection in the suitcase. We really have changed gear here, haven't we? We are really... Are they gonna... Do you think they're gonna make sweet love like me and Elektra Lopez would? And he's gonna be stuck in the wardrobe.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Give it to me.
She's like, give it to me harder, and they're actually pillow fighting.
I'm exhausted. Let's take a nap.
This is weird. It is so weird. So Johnny... This is just bizarre. It's just bizarre. I don't understand. Dexter's lying in bed with Indi. Johnny comes out the wardrobe. He sees him and he's like, all right. He doesn't even say it. Just goes, yeah. I don't understand. He's all right with Johnny just being in his wardrobe. I don't know what to make of that. USA demanded more risky moments and segments. Well, I don't know if they demanded a pillow fight. How many condoms? A lot of condoms. That's a lot of condoms just for a pillow fight, isn't it? I mean, honestly, you don't need that many if you're going to have a pillow fight. I just realised EO could still get called up because didn't Viking Raiders get called up whilst they were champions? Who cares who's about to get called? Are you seeing the segments they're putting out right now? Don't worry about who's getting called up. Watch what we're being shown. That segment was the most Vince thing ever, says Anna. God damn. Tell you what, Tuesday is quickly becoming my favourite night of the week. Dexter's ready. He is ready. They made too much pillow fight. Now that was some rated R rumpy pumpy. I'm so pleased that we're referring to it as rumpy pumpy now in the chat. Brilliant. Brilliant. That makes our community seem cool and credible, doesn't it? Rumpy pumpy. Rumpy pumpy. God damn. Give them some rumpy pumpy. Timeout is a wonderful place. Listen, the conversation very quickly moved on. It very quickly moved on. Apparently this isn't intended for the 8-year-old demographic. What are you on about? They need to learn about protection. It's good, isn't it? It's good advertising. Stay safe. They're getting raunchy on NXT. Legend Killer says, I'm watching NXT 2.0. Erase Your Mind says, bump and grind. No, Erase Your Mind. We can never refer to it as that ever again. I love how I have mod powers in Timeout. Gonna save that segment if you know what I mean. I don't know what... Harry, I don't know what you mean. Oh, I do know what you mean. Rumpy, pumpy. John said, we're watching this. Coolness or credibility was never an option. That is true. That is true. Rated R Lopez would be good for Days and Simp Club. Dexter Lumis must be a rumpy pumpy machine. He must be a rumpy pumpy machine. And he gives no flips as well. Guy's just coming out of his wardrobe and is like, You alright? You had a good day? Index really trying to consummate the out of their marriage. I'm always on timeout with days because I'm a bad boy, said God of War. I'm a bad boy. Do, 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 do. If you don't use protection, you end up with double the days. Elektra Lopez isn't the best thing to happen to wrestling. Alexa Bliss is the best thing to happen to wrestling. Right. Alexa Bliss game out. Timed out there as well. It's fine. I can do this all night long. Honestly, it's not a problem. Jacob said, this is awesome. And just deal with... yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, I must admit, starting to hover over the old block button a little bit more now. All of a sudden, it's getting a bit harder to tell the difference between timeout and block. It's just getting a little bit more difficult. Who knows, as the night goes on, might get even harder. I don't get that statement, because if you use protection, you get no days. Imagine no days. Imagine no days. Love me some Bliss, says Mark. Imagine if Elektra Lopez lost her match earlier. The chat would be making fun of you big time. It was never going to happen, though, was it? They can't. They can't because she's a winner who wins. She looks good and wrestles better. Elektra Lopez. She looks good and wrestles even better. What is happening on NXT? Oh, we've got Roderick Strong and, I don't know, who is it? Waller? What's his name? Waller? Paul Weller? Roderick Strong versus Waller. If you want to be my lover. Right. How long? We've got 35 minutes to go. We've got 35 minutes to go. Johnny said, I don't watch NXT. I'm about to watch Walking Dead. I'm asking you, how much have you read of The Walking Dead? I've read about 180 pages. I don't know how many comics that is. But I bought the first compendium. And that's got 1,000 pages. And I've read nearly a fifth. Zachary said, I got timed out for voicing my opinion. Yeah. This has now turned into a dictatorship. You're allowed any opinion you want as long as there's nothing negative towards Elektra Lopez. That's how it works. That's the new rule of NXT. It's an easy rule to understand. What are your thoughts on fresh cut gardens? Big fan. Alexa Bliss is a jobber, says William. I love how Dexter was completely okay with Johnny Pervin, and Elektra Lopez is the best thing to happen to wrestling, and also heard she's a fellow football hater. If you want to get timed out, all you have to do is say something bad about Elektra Lopez. Yeah, because I will not tolerate lies. I think we've got an agreement that we all tell the truth, and for some reason there's a few people that seem to want to lie and say that Elektra Lopez isn't all that special. So I just think that we don't need those negative influences in our community. Right, we've got Diamond Mine out there at the moment as Roderick Strong is taking on Waller. You have time to read, but no time for Battlegrounds. Whenever I read, I tend to read about 5 pages as I'm going to sleep, and I tend to fall asleep as I'm reading. So that's if ever I read a couple of pages of Walking Dead, that's when I do it. Lying in bed and trying to play Battlegrounds whilst I'm falling asleep probably wouldn't be wouldn't work for me. Roderick Strong lets Waller go. Let's ask Tony, shall we, since he's the Wrestling Days GM. What's the question? We can ask Tony. What's Big Boy Dally? What's the question? Days doesn't want the chat to lie, yet there was always someone spreading fake news and he didn't do anything about it. Well, who was spreading fake news? Who was spreading fake news? I never saw that. Austin, are you saying that the mods did a terrible job? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that the mods are not up to standard? Please respond. Waller with a missile drop kick, and Roderick Strong went down. Days, do you think he's related to Rick Waller? I think he is related to Rick Waller, yes. Days, EO for main roster. She's way better than Elektra Lopez. I just want people to know that I've actually lost the timeout button, and I've actually now only got the block button. So, people are now actually not being timed out anymore. They're now actually being permanently blocked. So that's where we are now. That's where we are now. And if you think that I'm going through the whole list of blocked people to unfind people, think again. Think again. I am not going through to find these people and unblock them. The block button has come out now. We're drunk on power. Harley's back again. How did you get back? How did you get back? Harley was unhidden by Sonny. John was unhidden by Anna. Oh, well, isn't this interesting? Isn't this interesting? Right. Wow, it looks like they've got some friends in the mod world that saved their bacon this time. Days Rage. Right, Roderick Strong has won this match. Honestly, they'll never know how close they were. Because I weren't finding them to unblock them. You're out of there! Run, Anna and Sonny, before you get timed out next. I've told you, my timeout option has disappeared. Right, Roderick Strong has won, and they're holding up the Diamond Mine flag behind. There's what's her name? I can't remember. What's her name? Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile with the chain around her neck. I'm telling you. This is, the sooner you learn that this is a dictatorship, and this is the line, you will learn this lesson. Billy, shout out to you, Billy. Billy says Elektra Lopez is amazing. Shout out to you, Billy. I sure love being a mod. It would kill me to no longer be a mod, says William. I've got no plans to take that away from you or anyone, William. I've got no plans. You know me, I'm a good, kind person. You cannot win this war. Lopez sucks. How many times do you reckon people are going to save you, John? How many times do you think people are going to save you before they get tired? Because I'll block you till the cows come home, and I ain't got no cows and they ain't coming home. Here's the LA Knight. Is someone going to save? Ah! Sonny and Anna saved you again? We've got a real war in the chat right now. Here's Odyssey Jones. They'll get tired. They'll get fed up. They'll DM you and say, can you stop doing it? Stop winding him up because I don't want to have to keep unblocking you. They'll have that conversation with you, John, eventually. Kicks to the midsection by LA Knight. Odyssey Jones down. So I think, are we building towards LA Knight and Odyssey Jones? debut up next. Lashing out with Lash Legend. Here we go. Lashing out with Lash Legend. Let's see what Lash Legend has got for us. Every time I send a message, Days misses it. I saw it, Matthew. Look, with my eyes. I saw it. Elektra should be drafted to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, NXT UK, 205 Live, and AEW, says Ben. Ben, I agree. I think a lot of people would agree, mate. I think a lot of people would agree. Right, let's see what lashing out is like. It's not me. It's not me. I'm not lashing out. It's lashing out with Lash Legend. Maybe that is me. Maybe I am the Lash Legend. Who can say? Viewers, choose your side. We've got a civil war. There's no civil war. Liv and Zelina Stan, if you get permanently blocked, do you have enough confidence that the mods will save you? Really think it through before you make any comments. Think it through. Tony wouldn't approve of this. Let's, Tony, are you there? Tony, are you there? Tony says Tony approves of this. It turns out Tony does approve of this. So, there we go. Right, we are building towards lashing out with Lash Legend. And then after that, we've got Raquel Gonzalez taking on Frankie Monet. Frankie Monet. James Chadwick said, I bet if I got banned, I wouldn't get brought back. Adrian said, Elektra is my queen, Days is my king. I don't need comments like that. I'm not looking to be a king. It's never been about that. It's just about this community learning to put respect where respect is due. That's all it is. It's just see it more as fun education. See it more that way. Don't see it as like an abuse of power. See it more as like just maybe correcting some wrong opinions. It's just that. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just correcting a few wrong opinions. Edward, I mean, for Edward, I think Edward strikes me as being a bit naive. I've found the timeout for Edward, but I don't know, bud. I think, do you really believe that the mods are going to save you? I don't know. Some of you need to have a real think before you hit that send button. I am the voice of the people. We will not let that guy take away our rights. Elektra Lopez rules. Shout out to Big Boy Chugs. Days, could you unmod Austin for 1 minute and see where Austin stands in the community? Listen, Austin is much loved by this community. I never saw such excitement during yesterday's Raw stream. During his debut, this community went wild. Right, we were at commercial break, and we're no longer at commercial break, but we are waiting to go to... we need to change this over, don't we? Lashing out, that's what we've got. Let's see how this goes. Dante Chen. Representing Singapore. So, little vignette for Dante Chen. Hey. Dante. Right, we've got Trey Baxter. And Cora Jade. She says, I'm the youngest person on the show. I'm excited for the future. How old is she? I won't do anything that you did. Right, Wade Barrett, Vic Joseph, Beth Phoenix were just waiting to go to Lashing Out. Wade Barrett says they're just attention seekers, and Beth Phoenix said, who hurt you, Barrett? Who hurt you? Right, lashing out with the Lash Legend. Oh, it's not in the ring. Oh, this is a bit different. It's not in the ring. Let's get straight to it, shall we? The draft. Are you ready for that? I kind of feel like she could take over my job. She knows a bit of something about drafts. 27 rebounds. That must have been a bad breakup. She got a WNBA draft spot. She reminds me of Sally Jesse Raphael. I'm not getting that vibe. Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember when the Street Profits did their own little news segment? Do you remember they did it for about 3 weeks? Andre Chase, boo. Pee Wee Herman lookalike. This Pee Wee Herman lookalike. That was good. Hello. I'll come and whoop that. Hello. I could do that. I could do that show. If ever she needs a week off, I'm here. Wade Barrett's loving it. Right, Ridge Holland. She talks like the boss. Lashing out could be my biggest negative of the night. I'm going to try to maintain my composure. Here comes Ridge Holland. Guys, can you name another wrestler that's named after a country? Name another wrestler named after a country, please. Strike's coming in. Is this even going to start? I don't know. I'm still recovering from lashing out. What are your thoughts on what Alexa Bliss tweeted today and what it means? She said that energy doesn't die, it just gets transferred. So I think that it means that she's changing her gimmick. I think that she's going away for a bit. And I think the energy that's within her isn't going to die, but it's going to become something else. And I think when she comes back, she'll be something else. She'll still be a woman. But that's interesting. That's interesting. So we have an account that's called the Elektra Lopez Hater. that I deleted. And for some reason, Sonny has decided to bring it back. That's interesting. Sonny, do you want to explain yourself, Sonny? Hey, Sonny. Do you want to explain yourself to the community, Sonny? Alexa Bliss is referring to entropy. Alexa Bliss would destroy Sonny any day. Come on, William, don't help Austin. Why could I picture Days lashing out at Mama Days when she asks what's so special about Elektra Lopez? She'd never ask that. She's got eyes. I heard they were going to give Alexa a mask. Any thoughts? I wouldn't go that way. Are you a TV or a phone person? I am a good person. I am cheese. Please don't be mad. I do jobs. Well, if we've got someone that's calling themselves the Elektra Lopez hater, maybe we could let them go. Just saying, maybe we could let, maybe their only existence is to antagonize this community. So all I'm saying is, Sonny, just think about which side your bread is buttered. Days, what if they had a match between the Bullet Club versus Diamond Mine? They're on different worlds. B-Fab is gone. Elektra Lopez, shout out to you. Yes, Elektra Lopez. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Elektra Lopez in the... and that is definitely the real... I've just double-checked. That is the real Elektra Lopez. When you're clicking it, it takes you straight to their verified account. So, the real Elektra Lopez in the chat right now. Absolutely incredible. Elektra Lopez, shout out to you. You did fantastic tonight. This community, I just want you to know, has been... well, we've done a bit of work to ensure that the community is where it needs to be in regards to you and your ongoing success. So, wish you all the best for the future. Please feel free to stop by anytime. Anytime. And if you're in the UK, hey, just saying. I know some nice Mexican restaurants we could go to. Yeah. I mean, I don't, but I could probably find one. There's got to be one somewhere. So, just give me a call. Elektra Lopez has been unhidden. Did someone hide Elektra Lopez? Austin, shout out to you. Seems like William is desperate to get timed out again. So we'll do that. Getting real close with 15 minutes to go towards that block button being used. The next NXT thumbnail should just be Elektra Lopez. Indeed. Right now we've got Ridge Holland taking on Kyle O'Reilly. Joseph says Lopez deserves it. Absolutely. When I tweeted out that she's the greatest thing to happen to wrestling, I would imagine a lot of people jumped on that, and it's now trending. It's received how many likes? It's received 42 likes, which isn't quite the trending numbers that I was expecting, to be honest. But even so, I'll take a bit of time. Lopez deserved it, says Joseph. Shout out to you. Days, if you did block William, you know that the mods would not let him go. Yeah, that is my conundrum. That is my slight problem at the moment. Let's see. Will anyone bring John back again? I'm just trying to... At some point, people will get tired. Main event is going to be Raquel Monet. Yeah, but when's it starting? Like, what's going on, honestly? We're 14 minutes left and that's it. Not everyone in AEW is happy. Check out Ryzen's tweets. Let's have a look. Let's see what Ryzen's got to say. Ryzen says... Ryzen says, in my honest opinion, Elektra Lopez is indeed the greatest thing to happen to wrestling. That is absolutely unbelievable. That is absolutely brilliant. Fair play to Ryzen. Ryzen says, anyone can deal with victory. Only the mighty can bear defeat. These past few months haven't been easy, barely being present on AEW television. And then when I performed tonight on AEW Dark, I lost bad. My head wasn't in the match. This was apparent. Furthermore, clocking in my 35th loss in AEW. Maybe I can't achieve victory in AEW, even with my congression behind me. Ironically, I am a success everywhere else. My attempt to try and become elite has destroyed me, deterred me, and defeated me. I need to figure out what's next. I must find strength, or they can close the forbidden door in my face. I think that's at work. I don't read that as being legit, to be honest. I think that's him losing and kind of sending a message out like, oh, I'm struggling. I need to work out what's next. Blah, 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 blah. But I don't think that's I don't buy that that's a shoot. Right, do you know what? You're I'm going to tell you right now, 5 more timeouts. After that, everyone that says stuff about Elektra Lopez gets blocked. I've got 5 more timeouts in me, and that is it. And once those 5 are gone, the timeout option goes. I'm telling you now, this message has not got through. And I've tried to move on. I've tried to focus on NXT. And you have driven me to this. I've got 5 timeouts left. And then I am losing my mind on this chat, right? Because this community going forward is going to be pro Elektra Lopez, like whether it likes it or not. Yeah? Check out Seth Rollins' tweet. Lopez sucks, but I am talking about Jennifer Lopez. Kicks coming in by Pete Doon. Pete Doon. Here comes Von Wagner. Von Wagner's here. Von Wagner. Brad said Days is done messing around. Days will block everyone. Should I be scared? Jobber Lopez. Yeah, you should. That's 1 timeout. I'm down to 4. What if we start bashing Serena Deeb again? Who the is Elektra Lopez, right? And Shola, you can get timed out for that, for not having better wrestling knowledge. Down to 3. They edited it in Cheers. Alex Bisgamer, shout out to you. Nick says Lopez is good broski. Check out the Seth tweet. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, we're going down to the meat market, hey. No problem, hey. Ma, we go down to the meat market. When we need meat, we go down to the meat market, hey. Let's just say the situation gets resolved. I show up, the situation gets resolved, eh? Tony D'Angelo next week. Next week, Tony D'Angelo. Right, main event time. My Italian brother. He is cool. Right. Raquel Gonzalez versus... Hey, Marnie. He is here. Hey. Lopez is the best, and I'm talking about Elektra Lopez. He is here. Seth tweeted, I guess we can say now, very exciting. What does he mean by that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he means by that. Why does Daisy's Italian accent sound more like Russian? This is a serious question. I think you'll find that it is more Italian than Italians. I could go to Italy and just blend in. Electromania is running wild. Edward saying Elektra Lopez must be the worst signing in history has taken my timeouts down to 2. 2 timeouts left. 8-minute match coming up. Alexa Bliss is better than George Lopez. I don't know who George Lopez is. Hey, Marnie. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we feel that when she comes out. Would Days time out Anna? I am 2 away from blocking people. I can't stress this enough. This is pretty serious. I've given ample warnings, and people just really want to test me. They really want to test me. Elektra Lopez is one bad mama. She's the worst. I feel like that's a bad thing, so that can be timed out as well. We're down to 1. One more time out. One more time out. She is the worst Elektra, worst Lopez. That's it. That's it. That's the final one. No, all my time out. Oh, it went before I could do it. Oh, Sonny got to it before I could do it. Okay, that means that I've got one more left. That means I've got one more. I've got one left. One timeout left. And you can see the excitement in the chat. People want to... Right now, people want to push it, don't they? You can sense it. You can taste it. They want to just... Will he do it? Will he go blocking... Would he block a load of people in his own community? Just because they say something negative about a wrestler? Yes, he would. He's very serious about this. He's very serious. Try me. Try me. I want you to. Hey, money! Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Say hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, money. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Say hey, baby, I got your money. Here is Frankie Monet, Jessi Kamea, and the other one as well, Robert Stone. Right, we're about to get underway. What actually draws you to Elektra? I actually think she's an alright wrestler, you know. I think she's got a good look. I think she fits in with Legado del Fantasma. I think she is pretty easy on the eye, but she's got a good size to her, and like she looks like she's quite strong. Some of her promos genuinely have been really, really good. Like when she actually talks, like you feel that she's actually spitting a bit of venom. She's actually got something to say. Sometimes like they can take the mic and seem a bit timid. She does not seem timid. If you think that we just haven't seen her at all, I think we saw like one jobber match from her, And even then, I was like jokingly like, wow, this girl's amazing. She captures your attention straight away. And then like now they've started to use her in like with Legado del Fantasma. It's the perfect fit. It really is. Like, all joking aside, I think she is good. I don't think she's like the greatest thing in the world, if we're being serious. But I think that she's good, and I think that she's got like a lot of potential. And I think with Legado, she's like found her groove. I think she's found a good place to kind of develop and continue. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with her and what's next. I don't think this feud with B-Fab's over, but I think that she is going to be. She might end up being on the receiving end of a loss or something. They'll probably want to give B-Fab a bit of summit back. Summit. Frankie Monet gets slammed down. No entrance for Cranky. I feel bad for Legado del Fantasma for having that... Oh, my God. I said I had one more, but... accidentally changed my YouTube name, so it's now stuck for 3 months. That is bad. You said you didn't think she was the greatest thing in the world. Does that mean that you get timed out? No, because I was singing her praises. If anything, I respect myself for being honest. Was about it on this show. That'll decide rather I was about it. Days was an Elektra Lopez stan the moment she was on NXT. Stop the lies. You love her. I was? You can go back to the first time we saw her. Time me out. Oh, I don't want to. I am looking forward to AEW Dynamite, said Legend Killer. Oh my God. Gone. Guys, William Hensey's gone from the community. I know that's going to upset people, but William Hensey has gone. That's it's a loss. It's definitely a loss. I mean, I don't want to do it, but I'm at the point now where it's gone. Who unmodded? Have you become unmodded? If you get banned, do you get unmodded? Wow, the mod thing has gone. Oh no! Oh, you're not a mod anymore. Oh dear. Oh, Diddums. Oh, Williams lost his powers. Who looks better, Elektra Lopez or Karma Elektra? Oh dear. Austin said, John, if you get banned, that is on you. Gone. CCSYT said you've lost your big blue wrench. Oh dear. Right, we've got Frankie Monet pulling back on the arms of Raquel Gonzalez. Sonny! Rank these four from best to worst. Elektra, best. Linda, second best. A Banana, fourth best. Sorry, Nadeeb, third best. Is my name back? Nope. No, is the... Days would never block anyone permanently. What do you think I keep doing? What do you think I keep doing? Monet, knee strike. Can't wait for Dynamite tomorrow to hopefully see Wyndham debut. So I think Sonny's got some explaining to do. Sonny keeps unhiding people. I expect Sonny to apologise. That's what I expect. I demand an apology from Sonny. That's what I demand. Back against the ropes. Clothesline. Anna said, if you get blocked from now on, I am not gonna bail you out. Guys, Anna has just told you, if you get blocked from now on, you are not getting bailed out. Guys, you honestly, your fate is in their hands. I'll keep doing it. The main event is nothing. The Lopez match was better. Right, we've got blood on the face of Raquel Gonzalez. William, shout out to you. Frankie Monet, she's got a bit of blood on her mouth as well. I demand an apology from the Chief Boyardi. William said, I might be the first. Days is such a simp. See, I don't mind that. That's fine. Nice 2 powerbomb. Oh, Raquel Gonzalez has won. Raquel Gonzalez has won. I am sorry for being kind and for showing these people that they are my... I'm bored. Timeout. Now, I think when you time out a mod, they lose their mod powers. So that's interesting, because that says to me that Sunny, when she returns, might not be a mod anymore. And it's Sunny that's been saving a lot of people. So that's interesting, isn't it? Right, we've got Frankie, we've got Jessi. Are you doing a watch-along? Yes. Right, there's a big brawl now. We've got Simp Attraction. Simp Attraction are beating up Jessi and Frankie and Robert Stone. They're surrounding Raquel Gonzalez, and Mandy Rose, I think, is probably going to want to go for that championship. It's only when you block them. Don't tell him. It's only when you block them. Thank you. Alright, I didn't realise that. J14, shout out to you. Big thank you to J14 for letting him tell me. Days, it's when you block them and we unblock them, the wrench disappears. Oh, Anna, thank you. Thank you, Anna. I saw Jay comment on it first, though. So, big thank you to J14. And, yeah, guys, it's good to know who your friends are. Let's put it this way. It's good to know who your friends are. You're welcome. Thank you, Anna. I hope you are well, Anna. AKA my favourite. And J14 as well. My favourites. Guys, we've often said, like, oh, I wonder if Days has got favourites in the community. Yes. J14 and Anna. That's been answered now. If ever we need to have that as like a little quiz question in the future, we've discovered that tonight. So, Raquel Gonzalez has been laid out, and Mandy Rose is holding up that NXT championship. So Mandy Rose has made her intentions very, very clear. Thank you, wrestling fans, helping make AEW Dynamite the #1 show on cable on Wednesday. Dynamite is back tomorrow, says Avery. This feels like Team Cena versus Team Authority, and Anna is the big show. Anna says, I'm blushing. Anna, you deserve it, Anna. You deserve it. And J14. Do you keep your figure boxes? Yes. Hype Man 15. What about me? Depends where you are with the... Are you one of the good guys or are you one of the haters? Depends where you are. Dave's having a bad day. Listen, I'm having a great day. Shola said, that was interesting. Mandy could be champion. Get in your scores. Get in your full-time scores. The mother said, I'm leaving this stupid community. Boo. Why? You're allowed to stay and share all your thoughts. There's just one thing that we no longer tolerate on our NXT streams, and that is lies, hate towards Elektra Lopez. It's the only thing we don't tolerate anymore. Adam, shout out to you. 7 says Erase Your Mind. 6 says Brony. 6.66 says Brian. 6.5 says 1987 Big Fan. Trey says 6.5. Zoom Station says 6.5. Brony says 3. Brad says 7. Deutschland says 5. Hype Man 15 says I'm a good guy. Lopez for life. You're up there as well, Hype Man 15. You're one of the good guys. You're up there with Anna and J14. We've got a J14 and a Hype Man 15. 7 says Zachary. 6 says Shola. 7 says Saltzoid. Anna says 7. Alexis says 7. JP Fawn says 8.35. Billy says 6.7. Brony says 3. Jacob says 9. CCSYT says Raw was 6th in the demo. I don't know the normal ranking, but I imagine that can't be good. J14 says 6.5. Austin says 6.5. Elektra Lopez is the best, says Airflow. Days, the show was a solid 8. 7 because of Elektra. 1 because of Johnny being a pervert. 5 because Lopez and Monet lost. Lopez didn't lose, she won. Lopez winning was the bathroom break of the show. Wow. Who's gonna save you now? Who's gonna save you now? Who's gonna save you now? Big Boy Dally. Big Boy Dally has gone from our community. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's big. Who's who? Sonny was the safety net and Sonny has gone. We should definitely just take a moment just to remember Big Boy Dally, who was a big part of this community for a long time and will be missed. Wow. It's a dark day. It's a dark day. Brian says, bye, Dally. Austin says, Big Boy Dally had it coming. Gone. Bye, Dally. Poor Big Boy Dally. Been here for a long time. A long time. I feel like now we should play the video package of Big Boy Dally's greatest moments. And there would be a lot. But it's a dark day. Sometimes in life, people just choose the wrong path. Hey, goodbye. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Days, you're a bully. Am I though? Am I? Just because I won't allow people to share their own thoughts, does that really make me a bully? Think about it. Think about it. Days J, Austin and Anna are bullies, says the mother. People are being future endeavored. Guys, people are being future endeavored right now. Sonny says, I'm sorry, I'm sad, can I come back? You know me, Sonny, I am a big believer in one chance. You get one chance and that is it. I have always said all along that there's a one strike rule in place. There's one strike, and if you break it, that is it. You're out of there. United versus Villarreal will be good tomorrow. It will be good tomorrow. Days is being WWE. Yeah. You get future endeavored, and you get future endeavored. And you get future endeavored. All hail Elektra. All hail Elektra. This is the community that we wanted. This is it. We've reached the promised land. Oh, I tell you, it's quite good getting drunk on power, you know. It's quite good. Ooh. Days, I will see you tomorrow. Harry, shout out to you. This is a dictatorship. Yeah! Days and Vince are like brothers. All hail Lopez. It's gone pretty extreme, hasn't it? We've future endeavored a much-loved member of the community. We've lost a couple of moderators. Such a wild end to this stream, but at least we've got this community where we wanted it to be right now, and all on the same page. Matthew said, this is what North Korea feels like. Yeah. I'd say this is worse than what's going on in North Korea. That's what I would say. This is better. We will be sending you our leftovers in a garbage bag. Elektra is cool. Please send help. This is more extreme than Extreme Rules. It is more extreme than Extreme Rules. Brilliant. I'm an Elektra Lopez stan. Shout out to you, Dylan. I love Days and Elektra, says AFLO Games. What's your score? I don't know, to be honest. I kind of thought the first half was really good, and then the second half, we just kind of got really distracted. So I'm going to say that, Anna, what did you say? Anna, J14, what did you say? I'm going to ask my two favourites. Hypeman15, what was you saying as well? I'm going to wait to see what Anna and J14 came back with, and I'll probably be around what they say, because we're great friends and we all think the same. I'm going to sit in a corner and be sad, says Sonny. It was a good run, Sonny. It was a good run, and you did a lot of really good stuff. And, you know, you're still a big part of this community. Still a big, big part of this community. Shola said the second half was trash. Jim said, what is happening in Australia is worse than what's happening in North Korea. What's happening in Australia? Jay went with a 6.5. Anna went with a 7. So I'm going to say this was a 6.75 so that I can be just like my friends. There we go. Me and the cool crew have decided that this is a 6.75. So there we go. A big... Guys, I would just like to take this opportunity to just take a moment to remember Sam, a.k.a. Other Mother, who was also a big, big part of this community. And sadly, I have to announce has now also just been future endeavored. Sam, a.k.a. Other Mother, has also just been future endeavored from our community. I know that he was very popular. I know that Sam has gone. And, yeah. I mean, the game has changed this evening. The game has changed. This is a different world that we're living in now. So, it's going to take time for people to get used to it. But Austin said you can't get rid of Sam. I think I did. I think I just did. No! People will learn. It might take a bit of time. But people will learn. Right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. Me and Elektra Lopez will see you next Tuesday. And we will, of course, be back tomorrow for AEW. Bye for now.